Today on the Spiritual Bypass Hour, we have comedian Aaron Weaver, who I've been performing with now for the past couple years. We talk about attachment style and therapy, and it's really, really fascinating conversation that delves into a lot of interesting areas that you might not associate with comedy. Please, if you have not already, like, comment, subscribe, put some logs on that fire to keep that engine going. Choo choo. Okay. Here we are with Aaron Weaver. Aaron is a comedian. Finally, we have a comedian. Yes, yes, yes. Aaron, you've been doing this for a while now.
Yes, I have been doing it for a while. I tell myself that every day. Uh,
What I meant by that is that makes you very experienced and you're super funny. Not like
yes.
what we say in our heads as comedians, which is, why am I not more successful by now? That's not what I was
Yes.
trying to say. I was trying to
Okay,
say,
okay.
you're
This is
super funny.
yes, thank you. Yes, I've been doing it for a while and I know what I'm doing and I'm super funny. And we won't talk about how I don't have a Netflix special, and that's fine. That's totally fine.
I would think if I were to interview comedians, pretty much that would be the title would be, we won't talk about how I don't have a Netflix special by now.
Yeah. Let's not talk about politics or the fact that I don't have a Netflix special.
Those are
Yeah.
the two off limits topics.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I try not to think about it. Um, you know, everyone's like, you ever do a show and everyone's like, you should be on Netflix. You should have a Netflix special. Oh, I should. You're right. I should also have $1 billion. I don't know why I don't.
Because we don't do that to other people, you know? Hey, that's
Yeah.
a really nice garden. Why don't you have an HGTV show? You should really have that by now because of the way
Yeah.
that you garden. I was about to answer yes, totally, but then I thought it would be funnier if I was like, no, no one's ever said that to me.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Oh, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah. It's that feeling of like, I'm here. It's like being at a dance and you look
yeah.
really good and you're standing against the wall and you're just like, you're looking so hot and so fine, and everyone else gets picked. I guess you wouldn't think about that. Like, you're not like,
I guess for me, it'd be like I'm at the dance, I'm in the corner, I'm sitting because I'm like shy and no one has come up to me and been like, dance with me. Uh, Something like that, maybe for my
yes,
version.
yes.
Uh, that was my childhood situation at dances. Um, but yeah, it's you know, I gotta remind myself the odds, the amount of comedians there are, and then the amount of Netflix specials there are. It is like one of the hardest things you could ever expect to get, like so I think with that perspective, it's like, all right, I'll do this show for $20. And it's great because I love it. And you just gotta love the process, love the journey, like they say. So
That's true.
that's where I'm at. Just love the journey.
And what a journey it's been.
It's been a journey. Yeah.
Tell me about the hard stuff.
The hard stuff. Let's see. The hard stuff. I mean, how far back do you want to go? We could go all the way
You're
back.
born,
Yeah.
you're 4, you're 6.
First off, I fought off 200 million brothers and sisters to get into that sweet egg, and that was difficult. But I was raised by a single mom, so that probably set the foundation for my path as a comedian right there. Um, she was a single new age mom, so I was raised less like a boy, more like a vibration, pretty fun. She was super. super hippie new age woman, and that set the foundation for the path that I'm currently on, which is kind of like this spiritual comedy guy. I'm trying to like carve out that niche. Um, but yeah, it wasn't easy, you know. I think that's like a lot of my journey right now for my whole life is like trying to figure out how to how to like become a man, you know what I mean? Like without ever being taught by a man, you know? Like my mom tried. She would like kick me the ball and tell me to be tough, but like a woman is, and I don't mean to get into like the gender territory, but like generally speaking, a woman is just not a man. Um, and so they, however much they try to,
Politics. Ah. Okay.
yeah, whoops. No, I'm coming at it from a different angle. I don't mean it like that. Yeah. So, you know, I feel like through comedy, I'm like constantly searching for meaning and searching for truth and searching for um how to live life. And I think a lot of that was how I was raised, you know, kind of a little bit of a broken home. My mom was great, but you know, just that's all we had. So yeah, that was the beginnings, roughly in a nutshell.
I can't I can't imagine not having one of the genders of parent. It's just it's such an absence. It's such a deep ache and really just moment to moment, really not having that. How do you figure out? I mean, just beyond the like cliche, like, how do I shave? But like,
Yeah,
what does a man hold himself like? What's it?
yeah,
What are you thinking about? What are you feeling? What's your purpose? All this deep stuff that we learn from, God, am I getting political? From the polarities of
it's not political.
role
No,
model, the
yeah,
role modeling.
yeah. You're right. I mean, sometimes I look at people, just how they walk through the world, and I'm like, you had two parents that loved you. It's like it is, I've heard this said before, but it is the lottery. It is the true lottery
Yeah.
winner. If you have two good parents that love you, like that is the lottery winner, right there. Um, and I'm not like a victim. It's like I'm one of so many people, but like, it like, especially in my relationship now, I'm in my first, like, "All right, we're really in it. We're not giving up." 7 years in, like, things get really hard sometimes, but we're not giving up, and that's where I really feel the absence of, like, "Duh, I didn't see how this works." Like, "Ooh," and she had, like, 2 good parents, and so she's got this expectation, and then I got my, like, that hole there where it's like, okay, a man in this moment is supposed to like, uh, be like solid and strong and like not waver, you know, and like, oh, okay, you're crying uncontrollably and you're mad at me at the same time, and I'm just supposed to be like, all right, yeah, she's just having an emotion right now. Okay. Um,
But
so,
instead, what do you do?
dude, it's like, because you know, only having my mom mostly, when she was upset, it was a problem, you know, because like, she's the only one. She would try to, like, be strong. My mom was, like, stoic, like, she recognized the situation. She's like, "I'm gonna be strong. I'm not gonna show weakness. I'm gonna be the dad and the mom." So, when that broke and my mom showed emotions, it was, like, really scary because it was like, "This doesn't happen, something must be really, really wrong." So now my lady, when she's got a big emotion, it's like the somatic thing where my body's like, "Oh, something's so wrong right now. Oh, no." So, you know, it's been a couple years of white knuckling those situations, and now I can kinda get to the point where I'm like, "I'm not gonna listen to you what your mouth is saying, because you know, it's probably not accurate." or true. It's just an emotion, and, basically, it's like learning how to ignore your partner in a good way. You know what I mean?
Learning how to ignore the imagined partner in your head,
Yeah, well, that's another side of it too, yeah,
the
the
imagined
heightening
m
and
mommy signals that your brain is giving you.
yeah, yeah, definitely that, but also just, like, when she's super emotional, she'll just say things that are an emotion talking, and they're not really, like, how she always feels, and so it's like, I gotta remember that emotions talk shit and don't always make sense, and so I gotta, like, literally figure out how to ignore the words and just, like, focus on the nervous system, you know?
Smart, smart.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm learning how to ignore my girlfriend, and it's the best thing that we've ever done.
She's like, "Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for ignoring me,
I'm
yeah.
right here. Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
right here. Hello."
Yeah, it's full circle. It's like, the you want us to pay attention, but in the very end, if we can learn how to ignore you, that's what brings the healing.
It's it's eerily oddly true.
It really is. Selective ignoring. You can't obviously ignore all the time.
What I can't I'm stuck on this idea of walking around the world and seeing people with that look like they had 2 good parents that loved them.
Oh, man.
What does that look like? Because I think I walk around the world and I focus on the people who didn't. I'm like, "Oh, that
Oh,
person's
really?
interesting."
Oh, wow.
Can you tell? Like, do you get a
Yeah.
feeling in your body?
Yeah, yeah. It's like an ease. It's like, sort of almost like expecting the world to be okay all the time. It's just like walking through the world like that. It's like, they're, like, filled all the way through. They're like, um, yeah, it's, how do I put it? Like, I have a bit about how I got spanked, right? And I have spank face, like, you can just, like, see the spanks. I'm just like, like, "Whoa," looking around the corner, and yeah, yeah, yeah. So, like, no spank face, for
Yeah,
example.
yeah.
So, it's just like it's almost like a fullness and a smoothness to their experience and the way they present in the world. Uh, yeah, it's it's interesting. It's just it's like there's no issues almost. It's like I look at you and I'm like, I don't see very many issues here. Like you're just like smoothed out. They're all smoothed out.
Smoothed out. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I can tell when I hug a person.
Oh yeah.
In a hug, I think I can tell,
That's
like,
a good call. Yeah.
"Oh, this is a safe nervous system that I'm suddenly put at ease." Like, "Oh, I could relax here."
Yeah. That's big. I could see that. Yeah, a hug. Yeah, I notice that too sometimes, like, when just a big, strong man hugs me and I'm just, like, feel so safe. No, no, but, yeah, it's interesting, my hug game has evolved too over my healing journey, like, it used to be, like, people are like, "Did you just even hug me at all? Like, what
What was it
where"
like?
Yeah, it was like, huh, it was just, like, kinda it was usually
The
one arm, you know?
tinfoil kinda feeling?
Yeah, like a little one arm pat, you know what I mean? Little
Uh-huh.
one arm quick one,
Like
you
you're
know?
ch um, like you're buying a Gatorade at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, like I'm buying a Gatorade. Yeah, like Like, I just met the cashier at 7-Eleven and I gave him a quick little dap, little that's how I
Uh-huh.
would, like, hug my aunt, you know what I mean? But, I've done some work, done some healing work on my nervous system, so that helps. But now with hugs, it's like I'm, like, empathically like, "How do you wanna be hugged?" Sometimes I might pick up on what you pick up with other people of like, "Oh, you don't feel like someone who wants to be, like, you're not comfortable being hugged in a certain way," so I'll just, like, mirror that sometimes.
Mirror their discomfort.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
mirror, like, you'll meet them where they're at, it sounds like.
Yeah. That's my healing journey, that's where I'm at. I'm not like, "I'll hug you amazing no matter what every time." I'm like, I can hug the good huggers like they hug me now, but if you're as weak as I was, I will meet you right there, and
You're not gonna, like, force your way in there.
no, we'll do a little air hug. We'll
Yeah.
get some wind on each other's chests and, like, maybe touch our back and, like,
That's
quick
evolved.
yeah.
You're not it that's like that's a high hug game.
It's a high hug game. I'll tell you what, though, you've been to Nevada City, you know those people there. That was that was a whole thing. Have you been hugged there?
I've been hugged in a lot of places. I've been hugged at Esalen.
Oh, okay. That was probably
Like,
like a naked hug, like
naked hug
yeah,
that's,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
not afraid, like, as a naked hug as if you had clothes on, like, that kind of intimacy,
Totally. Okay, so it's probably
you
the
know?
same thing. Yeah, the Nevada City hippie hug, it's like 45 seconds, and your heart has to be on the left side of
Left
each
to
other or
left.
whatever, so they want your hearts to touch, so you can feel each other's heartbeat on each other's hearts while you're squeezing each other, and I swear sometimes they would, like, cradle the back of my head, and, like I'm
I
like,
have done
"I
that.
didn't consent to this. You didn't ask me for consent for this experience. This is, like, a level of intimacy that I don't feel with my
The
family." Like, wow. That was a hug. Yeah. So
Yeah, that was a
that was a
workshop.
good, like, take it to level 20 so I can be in the world at a level 8 now, you know what I mean? That was, like, up leveling my hug game.
Yeah, it's interesting because you don't have like, there's not a lot of time, it feels like, to get to the conversation about how the hug is gonna go. It's not like you're on a date and you've had an hour or 3 to decide if you're gonna have sex. It's like,
Right.
ye it's already happening.
It's already happening. Maybe we need, like, T-shirts with colors on them. Like, I'm a yellow light hugger, like, hug
Yeah,
me hug me tight, but not long is
yeah,
that's my ideal
level 20.
situation. Yeah, I'll go 10 seconds before I tap out, you know? Before I tap out energetically. I'll do a good tight 10 seconds, but if we're talking, like, 45 seconds and you're, like, smelling my neck and I don't know you,
At 30 seconds, you're gonna go.
I've dissociated. I've left
Yeah,
my body.
full dissociation,
Yes.
full, "You have my body, but not my heart."
Yes. Yes. I don't just
I'm
give my heart that
literally
freely. I'm
yeah.
a cat, you gotta earn my heart. I can't just give it away the moment I meet you.
A hug I mean, the intimacy of a hug can be not quite romantic, but it borders on that feeling,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Well, it really brings up the line there, like, what is the line of
Yeah.
safe, connective human touch, platonic human touch even, versus, like, damn, I just got aroused, like, what what is the line there? Because I think, like, you know, I'm sure you know these 2 worlds very well too, but, like, going in that Esalen, Nevada City world and then coming back to, like, LA world of just normal, the people that mainstream sort of people, it's like, that kinda hug, it might get you canceled, you know what I mean? Like, that people
In
aren't
LA.
ready for that.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, there's definitely, I think, an instinctual feeling of the context people are in, and we're not gonna, although I'm not good at holding my hug back. Like, I'd probably hug a little too high level, a little too close, maybe. Like, I can feel my heart already with the person that I'm hugging, and I'm like, "Oh, whoops, that was too much." Not
Well,
like physically doing that, but I can feel my heart coming out to meet them in a way that maybe
uh,
they're not ready for.
oh, you got an energetic pre-hug.
Yeah, yeah, I do that.
Your heart walks 10 steps ahead and
"Hi,
hugs them.
what's going on? Hi,
Yeah, yeah.
hi, it's me."
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've never felt any weirdness from your hugs.
Cool, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's you got good hugs. I don't think
yeah.
you need to
We do
question it.
almost like a comic bro, like a warm comic bro almost hug, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably me bringing that, you know?
That's probably me too. No, I
That's
would,
probably you too.
yeah.
Do you feel like that comic bro thing, is that something that as a woman that you're like that you want, or is that something that you do because you should? Or do you like that? Or are you like secretly like, I don't want to do this shit. Like I want to like hug like
Hug like
Essel and
this.
Alicia.
That's a good question. I think since I when I started comedy, I really wanted to be a comic, but I also really was very attracted to the comedians I was hanging around. So,
Whoa.
not all of them, but, like, I would wanna both feel their feel them relate to me as a real comic, but also as, like, a cute girl. And
Yeah.
so there was a lot of energy between me and comics who I was interested in. Not all comics, but,
Yeah.
the ones that the headliners who would come into town.
The headliners. Status based, yeah, okay.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, that was exciting when I was younger.
Of course. It's such a hierarchical world, you
It
know?
is, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think I didn't know how to get as funny as fast as I wanted to, so I wanted to maybe just kinda rub up against the talent and fame, know, through through romantic means. I wasn't having sex with lots of comics, but it was just like even just flirting with someone
yeah,
was
for
pretty
sure.
exciting.
Oh, yeah, flirting's exciting. I like it. I don't do it as much. I
I
mean,
miss it too, yeah. Yeah.
mhm. Do you tell your, partner that ever?
I told him I miss flirting with him.
Oh, yeah.
I said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I wanna flirt with you more.
It's a whole different ballgame flirting with someone that you've already, been with for years. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty
trying to
hard.
recapture the mystery. Oh. How do you like your eggs? Oh, I already know.
Why'd you leave that tissue on the floor?
What'd you do with that tissue?
That's a
What's
lot of laundry you want me to do.
yeah. Where do you want me to put that laundry?
Spin cycle? Is that what you want? You want me to hang it up to
Mhm.
dry
Yeah, is
for
that
you? You want me to
detergent?
do that for you?
Yeah.
I could do that for you.
Yeah, I can do that for you. Do you
Yeah.
want me to wash these clothes I'm wearing right now?
All that all that stuff in the drain, like, the stalks of broccoli and the, like, rubber bands from the veggies. Like, I'm gonna
Mm.
scrape that out of the sink
Oh, yeah.
and
I
just,
saw
like,
you.
put it in the food scraps.
Yeah, you left a few crumbs for me. Ugh, that was so hot. Like, oh my God, cereal crumbs. It's like, damn, baby. This is this is really turning me on. Yeah,
So
funny.
it's really funny. So tell me about some of your I know you are in different cities. Tell me about your comedy journey.
Yeah, let's see. I was in Michigan. I graduated college in Michigan. I wanted to be a writer, and I moved to Chicago pretty soon after that, and, that was, like, the year the economy crashed from the housing market, so I was applying to, like, 100 jobs, and I didn't even hear no. Like, I didn't get 1 no. I just got nothing. So, I eventually got a job at the Cheesecake Factory, in downtown Chicago. True shit show of a restaurant, but, I was also starting to write jokes. So at the same time, we'll just go back a few years before that. I was like, I was trying to be a rapper, but I was a secret closeted rapper. So like I would be on like the internet only. None of my friends knew I was doing this. You could like they had like these forums on websites where you could like either text like write out, verses, or you could like record them and, rap over a beat, and like it was a whole community.
Of
And
secret rappers?
I was secret. I don't know if they were
Wasn't
all secret.
not everybody was secret. It was just you were keeping your okay.
Yeah, I was hiding it because I was too shy at that point to, like, claim that, uh, but I loved it. I would write like, so many rap songs and, like, rap battles, and, like, it was so fun. But
Do you
there's a
remember
lot of
any of your raps?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I have, like, songs still that are s y y secretly online.
Do you have, like, a line or 2 you could share with us?
It would be, like, punchlines. I remember what did I say? One guy, I was like, "You must like Winter Fresh, the gum. You must like Winter Fresh because you have bad breath control." Like, kind of a deep line, like, breath control when you're rapping is, like, how you breathe, like, having enough breath, but gum is, like, controlling your bad breath, so you have bad breath control, like, that's just an example, the first thing that came to mind, but,
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
like, sort of the double entendre.
Yeah.
Um,
So very, like, kind of high concept as a friend of mine would say about my jokes.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. Um, so that's where so I was doing that for a couple years, and I never came out of the closet. Like, I literally hid a microphone in my closet, and, this started while I was living at home, and I would rap on our little old computer and, like, try to make a song, and then I'd hear, like, someone coming down the driveway, and I'd, like, rip the microphone out of the computer, run downstairs, throw it in my closet, and then go back up and be like, "Yeah, I'm just on AIM right now, just talking to my friends."
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. Now, if I had a dad, maybe I wouldn't do that, but,
Maybe
yeah.
you'd do it rap in public?
Yeah, maybe I'd just rap in
Yeah.
public.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe you'd
um,
be a famous rapper right now.
I could be.
Is this the
Uh,
first place you've revealed your
no,
rap
no.
habit? No.
No, I've done it now
Okay.
on
Okay.
podcasts and stuff,
Okay.
but, um, so that that was sorta happening right before all this moving and working at the Cheesecake Factory, and so, me and my buddy that I met online would, like, send, lyrics back and forth and punchlines and try to, like, wow each other, And then one day he started sending me these punchlines, and I was like, what rapper is this? This is amazing." And he's like, "Oh, that's Mitch Hedberg. That's a comedian." I was like, "What? These are the best punchlines I've ever heard. This is so good." Um, and so that was like the bridge into comedy. And so I started writing just comedy punchlines here and there. Cut to the Cheesecake Factory in Chicago, and all of a sudden I find out like 4 of my coworkers are comedians, and I was like, "Oh, you really can just like go out there and do comedy?" And they're like, "Yeah, man, going to open mic tonight. You wanna come?" And so that's kinda like how that came to be. I just went to an open mic with them and eventually performed, and, I just got the bug and got hooked, and, yeah, that's pretty much how I started. So I was in Chicago for like 6 years, and that was such an amazing city to learn comedy and just, like, be obsessed and, like, have a crew and run around the city and just, like, you can do all these different sets in one night. And that's where I cut my teeth. It's where I found my voice. It's where I, yeah, just learned the whole thing, and, eventually, when you're in Chicago and you reach a certain level or you just have the desire to expand a little more, it's like you have to move to a coast, New York or LA. And, or at least that's the idea that was prevalent at the time. So I ended up choosing LA, and, yeah, you know, LA was a whole different beast. Like, I think New York would have been very much more similar to Chicago, but, like, on steroids. LA was like a different universe. It's just like everything I learned, not everything, but so much of what I learned in Chicago didn't apply to this new game that's being played out here of like the networking, the behind the scenes, the marketing, the like of yourself. There wasn't as much of a hang after a show. Like
Yeah.
Chicago, you would like everyone would stay the whole time, watch each other, laugh at each other, hang out after. LA is like business. It's like the headliners would go first so they could get out of there right away. Everyone was gone. I was like, at first I was like, I'm headlining this LA show. I'm so special. And then I quickly realized that, oh no, this is like the bullet spot in LA. This is like the spot where no one wants it. So yeah, it was a huge adjustment, honestly, and, LA, I've had a lot of good times in LA and LA comedy, and, I think it forced me to, like, find different muscles. um, like, I started Shomady, this, spiritual comedy thing, and, that's been really fun, and I don't think that would have started in New York, so that's been cool to, like, explore different avenues that aren't fully stand-up. Um But yeah, that's like a brief overview of the path, that I've been on.
What was the moment you brought spiritual stuff into comedy?
Um, I think, the moment was probably a few jokes that were just more in that realm. Actually, from the very beginning, I have some cringe jokes in the very beginning of me, like, really trying to, like, be spiritual, and that was, like, immediately so painful that I stopped doing that for years. Where I was, like, preaching, and I was, like, trying to be Ram Dass or something, and, I was, like
No punchline? Just
I was trying to have punchlines, but it just was not good. It was too out there, it was like that non I was deep into the non-duality stuff and, enlightenment, like, I was, like, literally, my goal in this life is to be enlightened. This comedy is whatever, secondary. And so I would, like, do some sets like that where I was, like, trying to enlighten the crowd at, like, 22 or whatever, like, thinking I was gonna do that, and, just, like, didn't have the life experience to back that up. Um, so yeah, put it on the back burner for a while, just did like straight comedy. And then yeah, started finding ways after I like aged and matured a little bit. I found ways to like infuse my set with some jokes that really like touched in there. And that worked really well. So that was exciting. And then uh a couple I'd say, geez, was it like 8 years ago now? I started a show called Full Moon Comedy in LA, and that was in a crystal shop. And that was the beginner that was the beginning of the spiritual stuff. So that was a show where we'd have stand-up comedians, we'd give away crystals after their set, like, you need a topaz because clearly you have abandonment issues or whatever. Um, and we'd have, like, a spiritual guest, you know, like some practitioner that would, like, either do like, do their thing on stage or talk about it, and it was really cool. It was an awesome show. It was at an awesome venue, and then COVID hit, the venue closed down, and, yeah, and then Shomady was on the back burner for a while, and then that started taking the forefront more and more, and that has really evolved over the years to, like, our latest Shomady show, it was the percentage of stand-up it was is, like, 20%, and the rest was, like, an interactive spiritual workshop satire, which was so fun. It was just literally taking people through processes that they say felt good and felt like something was happening, but also being so stupid and like it's not meant to be taken seriously. So you're kind of like accidentally going through a process, and it's just so fun.
That
And
sounds so fun. I want to go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You should.
Is that in
Um,
Ojai?
that last one was in Ojai. We're we're gonna put together a run, maybe like Venice, Ojai, Santa Barbara, Northern California kind of thing. Hit all
So
the vortex towns. Um, yeah, and I'm also like recorded an album of guided meditations that are funny, so
oh my god.
I need to get that out there soon.
They
Um,
have wraps?
there is one rap song on
Ah,
there. And I
great.
still feel like that shy little teenager with the rap song. I'm like, "Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. Do I rap? I don't know." You know, I'm a white guy. What am I doing? But, yeah, I still have the raps. I have one rap song, and, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it all out there, and, yeah.
Speaking of putting it out there, you're working on a special.
Yes.
How's it going?
It's going well. I'm at the point now where I just need to, like, pick a venue and pick a date and record it. Yeah, it's I really feel the resistance. Have you read, The War of Art?
Yeah.
Yeah, the resistance when the bigger of a thing you try to do, the more resistance comes up, and the voice of, like, you shouldn't do that. That's bad, that's stupid," you know? My resistance is strong, so I'm really, like, I gotta overcome it, and at this point, I just need to put a date on the calendar, pick a venue, and just do it. So that's where I'm at.
You wanna pick a date now and just tell us publicly what
Boo. Uh,
what's that date? Tell us. Put it out there.
420. 420, man.
That's awesome. That's like, you can do that.
Yeah, I think that's enough time to,
February,
like
March, April.
no, I really am thinking
That's
March
3
or
months.
April.
That's 3 months from today, from tomorrow, from
Yeah.
yesterday.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's
Yeah.
doable. Yeah. Yeah, so that'll that'll happen.
I'm so excited for you. I really
Yeah,
relate to the resistance. I have this script, a bunch of new jokes, bunch of new material.
yeah.
Been like years now.
It's a journey. It's the hero's journey.
Yeah.
It's like what do they say? A symphony is never finished. You just have to stop making it at some point. 'Cause you
I
can
haven't heard
always,
that.
like,
Yeah,
tweak it and add
yeah.
notes or add jokes. It could, like, go on forever, but it's the perfectionist thing. Do you have that too?
I do, but I'm like a lazy perfectionist. So
Okay.
I like want it to be perfect, but I don't want to really work too hard at it. And then I'll work really hard, but then I'll be like, it's not quite it. But I'm just gonna watch some TV.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then a year passes, and then I get, I can't believe I didn't do this.
Same. So, I think we have the same archetype, which, hey, good job on having a podcast, and we're here, and
We're
you
here.
did that.
That's what's amazing. People
That's
get to
amazing.
experience the joy, hopefully, of our vulnerability and our humor.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is a big thing this year for me
To put out the special
to put
or the
out
podcast?
to start the podcast, and I
Oh,
did
yeah, yeah.
a special a year ago now, and
Yeah.
so I think yesterday was like a clincher for completing the script. I have like 3 hours of material that I'm tweaking.
Whew.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, it's at least 2 shows or if not 3.
Okay. Cool. Do you have a theme?
Politically homeless or
Okay.
perhaps politically unhoused?
Politically unhoused.
It's a
That's
possible
good.
title.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's about leaving America and then coming back.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That would be an interesting journey.
You
Mm.
refer to things kind of obliquely, and I get the feeling from you of having done a lot of different kinds of work. I'm curious what are the modalities you've been playing with?
Yeah. Um, definitely meditation, always meditation, the oldest one
Particular
for
kind?
me. What's that?
Particular kind of meditation?
Um, I, like, learned meditation through, like, Ramana Maharshi types of, like, self-inquiry, so I just repeat over and over what in a meditation, like, "I am," or "Who's thinking this thought? Who's feeling that emotion?" Just, like, questioning the self until, like, sometimes every once in a while get to a place of the self. Um, so that but, in the last decade or so, I've definitely taken a turn from meditation into, like, more of a dive into my body. Um, Honestly think I was using meditation as a way to escape my feelings, and not that that is what meditation is, but that's how I was using it sometimes. Because I would feel, like, so, like, clear and clean and elevated, and then as soon as, like, something happened that was, like, mildly triggering, it would, like, whoosh, just disappear, that feeling would just disappear, and I'd feel, like, this panic inside. So, I was like, "I think I might need to address this old shadow here in this body here, and this trauma that whatever it is locked in this body." So, um, that journey started with men's groups, men's work, uh, which I still do today. I love it. Just men getting together and actually being real. It was just something. It's a big theme in my special. Is just like how hard it is for us to do that without making a container for it. Like it just rarely will happen out there in the wild. It's just, like, so easy to default into surface level stuff, so those are really powerful because as much as, like as helpful as y'all are to, like, voice our emotions and, like, hold space for us, you just, like, you'll never understand what it's like to be a man and, vice versa, so to, like, share things in a group of other men where you just, like, are immediately seen in a different way, it's like, oh, where they just get it and you don't have to, like, explain it. Too much. That's really, really healing and really powerful. So I've been doing that. I've started a couple groups myself, and so
Huh.
that's just a part of my life that will probably always be there. It's like great maintenance to just. It's kind of like a catch-all. Like if I go too long without dropping into myself, if I have a men's group that I go to, I'll just eventually drop in there. So I don't have to like constantly think about it. It's just there so I don't get too far away without, like, feeling myself. So that's good. Um, I've done somatic experiencing therapy, which was, like, one of the most helpful modalities that I've for, like, my ailments, you know? Like, my thing is, like, I would go into freeze a lot. You know, you go fight, flight, or freeze. Mine was freeze. That's what would happen when my lady would have, like, a huge emotion. I would just kinda, like, like, freeze up inside, and she'd be like, "Where are you?" I'll be like, "I don't know. Where am I? I don't know either. I'm completely frozen." Um, so, yeah, and, like, for me, I did talk therapy for a while, but I feel like a lot of this stuff for me happened when I was like 1 to 2 years old. Like, my parents divorced then, and I think it was a volatile time that I don't remember. So I can't talk about it because I don't have a memory of it. But somatic experiencing, like, all the memories live in your body. So it's basically just sitting with whatever comes up in a trigger and just, like, literally sitting with it until the sensation moves through your body. And that's been so cool and so helpful. And just to like once all that actually moves through and it basically ends in feeling a fully regulated nervous system, which it was like new to me. I was like, oh, if I could like walk through life with this thing fully regulated all the time, that would change my whole life. Instead of, like, feeling knots and, like, triggers and just, like, painful sharp edges and, having a drink to take that edge off and, like, watching a video to take that edge off or, like, coping. But if I could, like, smooth all those edges and have a clean and clear nervous system, it's, like, life changing. It's literally, like, changes my whole life when I can get there. So I'd say that's what I've been most excited about lately is that one. Um, and it's been super helpful just to, like, remember that a nervous system can be regulated and it can feel safe in most places at most times, and, like, it's been awesome.
That's amazing. I'm so excited and so happy for you. It just makes me so delighted as well as for your audiences. There's something so powerful about not just having had two healthy, happy parents who loved you, but earning it, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's something deeper, I think, about having gone through the pain and taken yourself through a journey of consciousness into a place where you know what you don't want, you know how, and you have managed to, with support and love and help, pull yourself into a new way of being, and then to convey that to an audience who, as a transmission, who, even if you don't talk about it with words, that's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, it is really interesting how it relates to comedy, because I don't know if you've heard this sort of trope of comedians being like, "I don't really wanna go through therapy because I won't be funny anymore. Like, if I heal, I won't be funny." Um, I've heard many comedians say this, right? And
That's so funny. I mean, I've heard it as a cliche, but I haven't heard an actual comedian actually say it to me.
okay. Yeah, yeah, it's real, it's out
Who
there.
I am. It's so
Um, And that specific journey has been fascinating because like, a lot of my humor through most of my comedy life was, like, up here. It was, like, anxious. It was, like, anxious, and, like, it was like a release from the tension of being anxious, and, like, so that's that was, like, the genesis of so much material. It was, like, my reaction to this deep anxiety, um, and that was, like, my identity as a comedian, and, like, I didn't, like, know that at the time that that's what it was, but that is what it was. It's just, like, using humor to kind of escape the feelings that were happening. So this journey, it really has been fascinating to, like, go away from that and have, like, periods of time of, like, this dropping down and being like, "Wait a minute. How do I be funny when this is how I was funny before this thing up here?" And I've gone through the pain of that, like, am I funny anymore? Like, I feel, like, way more grounded, and, like, grounded isn't always necessarily as funny, but I think I'm finding this new way of being on stage, kinda like what you're describing, and, like, this dropped inness that it's, like, letting me go into a topic more deeply instead of, like, skipping on the surface like a stone. I'm, like, going down in, and, yeah, it is different humor. It's not quite the same as it used to be where it used to be like, "Oh, I'm gonna, like, destroy. I'm gonna go out there and destroy," and I would. I, like, had, like, really high moments in comedy like that where I was like, "Oh my god, I just fully destroyed, and, everyone's so impressed with me, and oh my god, this is great. I'm so great. I'm the headliner now. Girls wanna talk to me," that whole thing. But now it's like this I really feel like I'm connecting with people on stage. Like, I feel like they can see me more and we're, like, actually forming a connection, and, I'm taking them more on a journey, and it's not like before it was this feeling of, like, taking a big deep breath and, like, going and going and going until I ran out of breath and the set was over. Now it's like I'm taking breaths and I'm working through, and it's more of a journey, and there's still, like, many really funny moments, but, like, yeah, it's the pacing's different, the energy's different, and, it's been really cool to explore this new way of trying to be funny, and it's definitely changed. Yeah.
That's fascinating, Aaron. I think I just have a different arc of it.
Yeah.
Like there's my journey is like calming the nervous system so that I'm not trying to be liked by the audience and
Mm.
caring less. Like you have a really, really great way of not giving a shit on stage. Like
Yeah.
there's a thing you do that even if you really care, you don't really care.
That's a good way to put it, because I do really care, but I don't.
There's a way where you don't make it dependent on how the audience feels. Like you're still gonna do your thing. And for me, I think what holds me back is wanting to be liked on a very not on a conscious level, but on a very subconscious, deep level. And
How do you think that affects, like, your s
from what I hear from my director is that it puts too much pressure on people, and which is
uh,
a very classic kind of comedy thing, like, "Oh, I feel uncomfortable. I don't wanna be, like, have to laugh for you," which is not
yeah.
anything conscious that I'm aware of at all, but, it's, like, on an energetic level, and so getting more involved in my own self, which is kind of a paradox, but like being more into me and my thoughts and what I'm thinking draws other people in and actually getting, yeah, being more about me invites you in so you can come. Like, it's very attachment style, kind of
Yeah.
like,
I
moving.
was just thinking that attachment styles there because I think I have like avoidant and I don't know if you're I don't know what yours
I
is,
think
but like
I'm kind of disorganized, but if I could be more avoidant with the audience, they would look in as
Yeah.
and I would make them attachment style. I would force them into anxious attachment just by like me being avoidant and into my own shit.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've been thinking about this a lot because, like, for me, when a set's not going particularly well, it might come off like I don't care, but really I'm protecting myself and like pulling back. I'm pulling back energetically and I'm like not giving as much anymore because I don't want to be hurt, you know? So,
And I do the opposite.
right. And
Like,
I'm like, I
uh,
want a little bit of what you do.
come on, like you guys, I'm here. Like, let's do this. I'm trying here. Where I'm trying to
Yeah.
make a connection. 16
Yeah.
candles. Like, I'm a boy, you're a girl. Like, is there anything wrong with me trying to put something together here?
Yeah.
No, I'm referring.
Yeah. So like I look at that, I'm like, I could use a little more of that. Where
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
instead of like pulling back, I want to come
yeah.
forward and
I gotta
like
pull back more.
it's yeah. So we got to find the middle ground here.
If we
Yeah.
put our two comedy essences on the same stage into one comedy creature, we would
Yes.
become perfectly secure. That's the funny thing, is like you can't put attachment together and suddenly be secure.
Yeah. I don't think so. Yeah.
You just
I
get
don't think.
disorganized.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. We would just be a one terrible comedian. It's both of us combined.
"Hey, what's up? What's going on?" "I don't care. Anyway, whatever."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but still, but, like, anyway, come on, like, I'm here. Never mind.
Yeah, just pure schizo,
Yeah.
dysregulated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, this is, like, something I've been thinking a lot about, like, when a crowd is not energetic, like, this thing in me like, say we have, like, a aura or, like, an energy field that goes out into the crowd, mine, like, pulls back in, and I I want the opposite, like, there's certain comedians, and I've felt this with you of, like, your energy is still pushing out to, like, try to, like, lead the room in a certain way, whereas mine is pulling back and it's like, I didn't care anyways. I don't need this, you know? And it's like, that feels like something I wanna correct. That feels like a, cope, you know? And, like
Sure, but I would say, Aaron, as your coach, I suddenly went into coaching mode, but there is something, Aaron, about your not caring that is really funny in itself, and that it invites a kind of relaxation in the audience that really
um,
it, you can say it's a coping mechanism, but you could also take the gifts of it and use those from a healed place, and then you've got like a mega awesome persona where you
okay.
actually know how to truly not care, and then you can go to levels of risk and excitement that excite you and delight you, and then the audience has no pressure whatsoever, so that they can just go along with you.
Oh, thanks, coach. Yeah, yeah, I think you're right. That's something I gotta work on too, is just seeing the good things more easily, because that there are good things about that.
Well, and everything. I mean, I really believe all the stuff we've done that's dysfunctional, quote unquote, on stage or in life, but on stage in particular, all that stuff is still at our fingertips. And we should still make use of all those skills that we have, that we might label as coping, but they're actually just skills. And so
Mhm.
from our healthy regulated self, we can pick and choose and say, "Oh, I'm going to do that one now. Oh, I get this and I get that." And it doesn't
Right.
carry the energy of pain. It now carries the energy of consciousness, and we just
Right.
include all of that. And so, like, all the ways that you were able to destroy before, you still have those at your fingertips. You can just take them now and destroy with love, destroy with
Yeah,
consciousness.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like, the wound is where the gift is kinda thing. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Doop doop. Yeah, it's true, like, yeah, it's you could view it as, like, this is wounding and I gotta fix this, but also, like, you would never get your gifts without that, so it's a fascinating just, uh, hologram, just, like, a way you can look at it both sides. It's always there to be viewed one way or the other, but yeah, it's comedy. I've learned so much about myself just through comedy of, like, how I am up there is, like, how I am everywhere, and I'm like, "Wow." This is just, like, makes it clear when I can see it on stage a certain way, and I'm like, "Shit, I am like that in life," and I wouldn't have seen that if I didn't see it on stage as much, so that's been a cool, awareness cultivator just being on stage.
Totally. I think comedy is because I love comedy so much and because it's so hard and it's such a magnifying glass for all of my gifts and defects. It's my favorite spiritual journey. It's the thing that keeps moving me forward. I guess that and relationship, but
Yeah, relationship for sure. Yeah. Totally. And I was talking to you about this the other day, but I'm going to teach a course right now about sort of that and like trying to figure out basically using stand up to talk about things to free yourself cuz like for example, I'm losing my hair. I've been losing my hair for a long time and when it first started happening like a decade ago, I really hurt. I was like, "I hate this so much, and this is so painful." And, just like my rap career, I would, like, try to hide it, just, like, hide it, and, like, whatever, do whatever I have to do with my hair, avoid the wind, all that stuff, and it was just hilarious because back then, I had totally plenty of hair, but, like, um you know, there was a shift at one point, I was like, "This is so painful and so dumb. Let me just talk about it. Just gonna talk about it." And then I talked about it on stage, and got laughs, and I all of a sudden saw all the people that related to it, and, like, I saw all the receding hairlines in the crowd more, and I was like, "Oh, I just, like, feel so much better about this now." And I think comedy that's one of the big gifts of comedy is, like, if you can just talk about the things that feel bad or that you're insecure about, it's such an alchemizing force if you can, like, just say it. I mean, even just in therapy, just saying it is huge, but, like, stand-up is like a turbocharger because if you get people to laugh at it, like a crowd of people to laugh at it, then it's like, wow, that is really done now. I don't need to worry about this thing anymore. So yeah, I'm starting a course where that's kind of the focus is like, let's talk about those hard things and make them funny and like truly drop the burden of that thing. So that's exciting. That's like the project right now.
I'm
So I'm
so
excited.
excited for all the people who are going to get to experience you and get to
Yeah, yeah.
you're so funny and you're going to really help people to find their funny around that stuff. Having like led storytelling and comedy workshops for 10 years and that journey of transformation from I have a thing I'm embarrassed about or that's really painful that I don't want anybody to know to I'm going to say it on stage and people are going to laugh in a good way and I'm gonna realize that not only is it safe to say, and I'm not gonna get kicked out of the tribe, but actually I am loved and appreciated both for the fact that I shared it and also the way that I shared it. And I feel like the universe just gave me a giant hug, and it's so healing, and people are gonna get so much out of this experience with you. I can't wait.
Right. Yeah, right? It's like that's the ultimate mind game. It's like it feels like you'll be kicked out of the tribe for saying this. But what happens most of the time is the tribe is like, "Oh, someone said it. I'm not alone anymore. Oh my God, thank you for saying that." Yeah, it's so counterintuitive, but it's a it's a muscle that is so worth building.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here with me. It's a total delight.
Yeah, this was great. I loved our little weaving there. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, thanks for doing it.
Yeah. Can we do I'm gonna sneeze. Achoo! Oh my god.
Oh, bless you.